Hey guys, you guys know what time it is, or do you? Actually, I don't think you do know, because it's kind of a secret, because I haven't told you yet. It's a secret hiding in plain sight. But what time it is it's time. It's time for a new angle. It's time for a new angle. So, my phone holder was broke and jankety, so I got a new one, and I love it. And this is where my phone sits now, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'll keep making videos like this, but we'll see. Maybe. So anyway, that's why the angle is so different. But I'm being safe. My eyes are on the road. Absolutely, 100%. But I just want to make this video because I am so excited, and I'm really happy right now and really thankful. But I just wanted to share. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. But I'll tell you why. Let me see if I can figure out how to say all this. So basically, I'm being blessed right now with a really wonderful DoorDash order that is nowhere near the norm. I DoorDash all the time, and this is a very unusual situation, a very unusual order, and it's also not at the same time because it's totally just a normal order. But this order is a huge. I have just gotten blessed very, very, very much by this order, and I'll explain that to you. But first, I want to tell you why it's happening, and the reason why is because I've been struggling with my tithe for a while. I've been struggling with paying my tithe, and I just kind of have realized I've gotten to the point where I just realized that I can't not pay my tithe. Like I just have to. Like no matter how hard things are, I just have to pay it, because if I don't pay it, then things aren't going to work out. And when I pay it, things work out. I'm blessed in this way. I'm blessed in that way, and it's not like these blessings aren't just like, oh well, someone held the door for you, or you found $1 on the ground. You know what I mean? I'm talking about blessings that are like the blessings that you need. And so, long story short, I just recently started paying my tithe again, and I'm on it. I'm on it, and I have everything set up to where as soon as I make the money, I can pay it right away. All I have to do is do it. That's it. Just do it. And I'm so thankful. I've seen already, in less than a week's time, I've seen a massive, manifestation of the blessings that come from tithing. So this has just honestly been so amazing. I have been blessed already. I could tell you a lot about how much I've been blessed so far, but I'm just going to tell you about this order that I just got. Okay, you guys, I've been kind of sick, as you know if you've watched my videos. I took the day off yesterday, even though I really needed to make the money. But when you're sick, you should just take the day off. And so that's what I did. It wasn't easy, but I stuck to it. I got some more confirmation from angels, and just went ahead and stayed home. That was my initial plan and my initial wish, and it was actually the right thing to do, and I was actually able to do it. So today I was planning to DoorDash, and I've got a couple things going on, but I was like, well, I can DoorDash for the morning. I can go out and do that in the morning. That'll be fine. And so I come out here to do that, and I'm driving to my destination. I stopped and got breakfast. I got a prompting and listened to it, and it's crazy when promptings are kind of not counterintuitive, but it's like sometimes our minds go in one direction. They go in one direction, and like we think that we know the way something's supposed to go, or we know how something is supposed to go, and when it doesn't go that way, we think we're doing the right thing, but then we realize there's actually a better way, and we're kind of surprised sometimes. Like, I've been trying to save my money. I've been trying to not spend a lot of it, and I went through town this morning, almost went through town without getting breakfast, and I was like, I need to get breakfast. I already planned to get a cheap McDonald's burrito or some hash browns or something small, because I didn't want to overeat, right? And I get to the drive-thru, I'm going to order these hash browns, and I'm telling you, this wasn't Satan, this wasn't my stomach, and this wasn't, what's the word, gluttony. It wasn't any of those things. This was a prompting from God. And it literally said, that's all you're going to get is just hash browns. That's all you're going to get is hash browns, right? And of course, of course that's right. And of course that's a positive message and a great question and the right thing for me to hear, the right thing I needed to hear. And because it's like, if I just got hash browns and try to go off my day, like, how can you base a day off of a breakfast of hash browns? Like, that doesn't work. That's not breakfast. That's not even a real breakfast. That's like a third of a breakfast, right? And so I was like, yeah, you're right. And so I got something more. The lady with the window, she was like, you want to try this? And I was like, actually, yes. Okay, do you want to make it a combo? And I was like, actually, yes. And not that I have all this money and not that I want to spend a bunch of money, like I said, on breakfast at all. But I was like, you know what? I just need to get this. What size? Small. I'm like, okay, I'll get a small. That's all I need. I don't need anything grandiose. Just give me a small. I'll be fine. So I get that and everything. And it comes out to be way less than I expected. Tithing blessing. And hits the spot, perfect amount of food, everything, protein, everything, drink that will last me, everything, right? And so I start heading, that was in Easton, so I start heading towards Kent Island where I'm going to DoorDash. And coming up on Kent Island, I get an order for $27. Some kind of picking up a UPS package and dropping it off order. You can't get easier than that. As far as the type of order, like there's order, and okay, let me clarify. I know I'm talking really fast, but let me clarify. So, you can get orders that are that much, but it's very, very rare. And if you ever get an order that high, it's because it's probably 2 orders in one. I try to get grocery store orders because they range between, the good ones range between $10 and $20, maybe even $25 if you're extremely lucky. But these orders involve you going to the grocery store, going into the store, getting a shopping cart, and shopping for every single item on that list. And sometimes a person can have 20, 30, 40, 50, I've had 100 items before. And it's actually kind of fun. I'm not complaining, but you get my point. You have to work for that money, is my point. You have to work for it. Not that I didn't have to work for this money. But I go, accept the order, of course. I go to this lady's house and pick up her boxes, and she meets me at the door and talks to me, and we actually have an exchange, and it's friendly. And she's telling me about, like, she's curious about where these packages are going to go because she's been trying to send them, and she hasn't had any luck sending them. So she had to do this option. And I was like, do you know where? She was like, do you know where you're taking them? I was like, no. And I looked at the thing, and it's like, oh, it's taking me to Chester. And she's like, oh, well, the storefront is closed. And I'm thinking here, going, well, like, that can't be true. I mean, they wouldn't give me this order if a lot of stuff was happening. And but anyway, I just had faith that things would work out, right? And that's I recognize that is an essential element, such an essential element. It's good to be vigilant. It's good to be careful and cautious, but don't forget to have faith, even in the little things, like tying your shoes, that you'll tie your shoes and your shoes won't come untied in 10 minutes. Like, just the faith, right? The knowledge, the knowing, but also faith, right? You know it's going to happen, but also sometimes you just have to have faith that things will work out. You just have to have faith. And I had it, and I have it, and I love that. I'm thankful for that. But so I'm talking to her a little bit, I'm kind of like, and she's like, well, you can message me, Rob. I'm like, yeah. And so we're kind of like, take these packages, and like I said, I had faith that it's going to work out. Everything's going to be fine. And but I take these packages, and I'm starting to think, like, as I get closer, I'm like, I don't think this is going to go the way I think it's going to go. I think it's going to go differently. And then so I get to the UPS store, and it's boarded up. There is no UPS store. It's closed. And I'm like, so I called DoorDash. I had to call DoorDash. And I have not really had a lot of... I think a lot of it has to do with me being angry, frustrated, and upset when I've called DoorDash and stuff in the past, because I get frustrated easily when things don't go the way they're supposed to, the way I think they're supposed to. But I prayed, and I just asked God to please help this go the right way. And he basically said, when haven't I helped you? He's like, when hasn't it worked out with me? And I was like, oh, you're so right. Well, yes, you're so right. I'm so sorry for being doubtful. Please forgive me for being doubtful. And so I talked to this lady on the phone, explained exactly what happened, and I could actually understand her. Yes, she did have a foreign voice. Sometimes that's a major challenge. But I could understand her. And I talked to her. I hope you can hear me, by the way. I'm on a loud bridge. But I could hear her. I could understand her. Explain the situation. And she said, okay, basically we have two options. And before I tell you those two options, let me tell you how some DoorDash resolutions have gone in the past. A lot of times when you pick up an order and then you can't deliver it, you have to take it back or leave the items at the store. And sometimes you only get half the pay. It's a total letdown. It's like you just took this order in, it didn't work out, and not only did it not work out, and not only did you go basically the full distance, or most of the distance, you're not even going to get your full payment. You're only getting half payment. So I was worried about all this stuff. I didn't want any of that to happen. I want this $27. It felt like I was supposed to get it, and I just felt like that's mine. I'm doing the work. I deserve that money. So I'm committed to doing it. So I should get that money. And so I talked to the lady on DoorDash, and she's like, okay, we got two options. The first option is you can find the nearest UPS store and take it there, and you'll get paid for the original, and then you'll get paid an additional for taking it to the next one. And she says if it's more than 10 minutes away. And I was thinking in my head, in my like greedy, sneaky, schemy mind, I was like, oh, I hope it's Easton. Let me find the closest one and let it be Easton, because then that's a far drive, and they'll let me make this money, blah, blah, blah. I'll do this, and this will happen this way, this will go that way. Scheming mind. And I look on the map, and the second option was, and you could take it back to the lady's house and get paid full. And I was like, that would suck to get paid full, and this poor lady can't get her package shipped, and she's been trying to send it so much. So anyway, I wanted to make more money anyway, right? So I looked up, and the Annapolis one was the closest one, and it's in like 15 minutes more, 15 miles or so, 20 minutes, half an hour drive, I don't know, something like that. And so I tell the DoorDash lady, he's like, let me give you the address, I'll tell you where I'm going. She's like, okay. And I give it to her, she's like, okay. And then she's like, so you'll get paid the second amount for going there. And she made it sound like I was getting paid twice. I was like, let me just make sure I understand this correctly. So it was a $27 order. I'm going to be paid that, and I'm going to be paid it again for taking it there. And then she took a little bit to check, and she kind of stuttered a little bit, and there was a moment of uncertainty and kind of a question mark where she was kind of saying, like, what is going on here? And then she goes, ooh. Yes, actually, yes, you will. You'll be paid twice, $27 twice. So that is a $54, that's a $54 order. And all I have to do is drive and make a phone call, be a little patient, and interact with this nice, sweet lady who I've messaged a little bit, and she's super kind and gracious, and her packages are getting delivered. So, this is just so wonderful, and this is a blessing I am receiving because of paying my tithe. Because these things don't happen for me. These things don't happen for me normally. They just don't happen. It's kind of a thing. This is like hitting the lottery. You know what I mean? It's like hitting the lottery. And so knowing that my tithe is paid and feeling so great about that, having the peace of mind of knowing that's paid and there's nothing to worry about, and then going out and just doing what you're supposed to do, going out and doing the work, whatever it is, it will work out. But not only will it work out, you will be blessed for it. And I promise, I know that that's true. I promise you that will happen. I know that will happen for you too, if you just do it. I promise you. So anyway, just want to leave this with you in the name of Jesus Christ. And I'm just really, really happy to share this story with you guys, because It's really, really made me really happy and really, really excited. And I'm really, really, really thankful. Really, 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 really excited. And I just realized another blessing. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind right now. This is so amazing. This is so amazing. God is so amazing. Let me just tell you, God is so amazing. It'll blow your mind and blow your socks right off. And your feet won't even be cold. That's how good God is. I'm taking this over here to Annapolis, right? Guess what else is in Annapolis? Barnes & Noble. Guess who has a gift card for Barnes & Noble? And I love books. Like, I can just go over there and get, what? You're kidding me. This is amazing. And I'm just so amazed. I'm just so amazed. So, follow the Spirit, guys. Stay tuned. Follow the Spirit, though. Follow the Spirit. Do what He says. Wonderful, amazing things are going to happen. Because that's what's happening over here. And all it takes is simple obedience. Just do it. Just do it. What is that thing? What is that thing that you know you need to do? What is it? What's the thing that you know you need to do? Do it. And I have more of those to do, by the way. I'm not perfect. My list is not filled by any means. I have more things to do, so I'm getting on it too. Thank you for watching.